Hello, everyone. Welcome to the final presentations of the Cultural Heritage Game Jam for Global Game Jam and the Cultural Antiquities Task Force from the U.S. State Department. We hope you had a great time and excited to see all of the games that were created for this inaugural version of the jam. We're going to have we have over 100 games to get through. From people from all over the world. We had over almost 850 people join the jam from 70 plus countries around the world making games about cultural heritage preservation. So we're going to show you the trailers for those games today, give the teams who are with us here on Discord a chance to talk about their games if they're here and want to talk about it while they're showing the trailer. And with that, we'll just get right to showing you some trailers. First of all, here, let's just take a look. This is our jam page on itch.io. You can go there right now and see we have 111 entries, 112 entries currently on the site from all different games you can download and play right now. We're going to scroll through as many of all the trailers we have trailers from the games over the next couple of hours. So just thanks for joining us. Watch along here with us on Twitch. Up first, we're going to show the trailer for a game called Legacy. I don't know if anybody here is here on Discord with us from the team that wants to unmute and talk about the game. Otherwise, we'll just go right into the trailer.
Hey, are you all right? You've been in an accident.
Thank you so much, Tim. You can just go ahead with the trailer.
The human population is now
Okay.
under 300 people, and we have supplies that will last us about 9 months. Extinction is inevitable. World leaders recognized that it was too late to take action against climate change. They had only one thing left to do, to make sure we are never forgotten. They've used every resource mankind had available to send thousands of objects into space. The ship you're on board right now is called the Museum. Our mission is to locate these capsules and secure their content, so that if there's anyone else out there, let the story of Earth be told. Let them know about us. Let them learn from our mistakes.
That was Legacy. Up next, we have In Memory of. If there's anyone here that wants to talk about the game while we play the trailer, feel free to unmute yourself and let us know who you are and what the game was. Otherwise, here's the trailer for In Memory of. Looks like a very cool platformer. I have to check that one out for sure. Next up, we have Air Raid Survival. Show the video for that one. Anyone from the team wants to chat about the game, feel free to go ahead.
Malta, 1940. Sheltering from air bombardment during World War II, some citizens sought shelter in the then recently discovered underground complex of the Neolithic Halsaflini Hypogeum. In this game, players take on the role of the citizens, seeking resources to survive the continuous air raids over the island. However, the danger from the bombardments, as well as fear of the unknown, prohibit the citizens from fully exploring the entire complex to find the necessary resources. By engaging with the site, by understanding, or rather give meaning to its mysteries, they overcome their fears and manage to gather the much-needed resources. Or will they? Players move around seeking resources needed to sustain the number of players. Some resources are in the same level, but require collaboration, such as 2 players needed to carry the heavy stone. Other resources are in the upper level, prone to air raids and the ensuing panic returned to safety, while other resources are in the dark lower level, where fear of the unknown prohibits easy navigation. In order to minimize these prohibitions, players engage on quests to help them understand their environment. These quests are interactive narratives launched via QR codes and played on mobile. The player, by making narrative choices, gains knowledge that helps them towards their goal. Sometimes they come across fake news that confuses them and negates their knowledge. They would have to go through the factual narratives again in order to regain it. Reaching one of the endings allows them to progress along the path of understanding that gives them courage to extend their time gathering resources outside, or to familiarize themselves with the skulls until there is nothing to fear in going to the lower level. Thus, as players complete quests and unlock perks, it becomes easier to gather the necessary resources in the allotted time. Furthermore, completing the temple facade puzzle gives them access to the inner sanctuary, which provides a random resource on every visit. A number of prehistoric statues have been smuggled into the complex, one of which fetching huge amounts of money on the black market. However, there is a looter amongst the players, who is after one of the statues. Should the looter find the statue first, they win their game and leave the others to fend for themselves. Should one of the other players find it first, the statue is safe, and the looter remains undiscovered, helping in resource gathering. Air Raid Survival is a game of collaboration, with a hint of betrayal and lots of cultural heritage about Malta's past. We hope you enjoy it.
And that was super cool. Used a board game and online mobile app. Like I really like that. So let's see. Next up we have, I don't know if that's a word or just an acronym, but Deluge Mist, PHTHIA. Well, for the interest of time, we'll skip ahead here. That was an interesting Pythia game. Looked like some kind of mix of real world and video games. You can check that out in the submissions for sure. Next up, we have Our Legacy. Well, that was really impressive looking. Definitely go check that one out.
Thank you.
Did you want to say something about the game real quick, or?
Oh yeah. My voice was low at the beginning, so yes. Well, the game is all about the message to teach an average person about the importance of cultural heritage, and it's all about the literal metaphor of the situation of the player, the character in the game, and where the humanity is today, which the player will know at the very end of the final cutscene. That's
Cool.
all I'd say.
Where are you from?
I'm from Algeria.
Excellent. Welcome.
Thank you.
All right. We'll go ahead to the next one. Smart Detective. that looks pretty amazing. I think I skipped one here. Let's see if I can get back to it. Video seems to not be loading. We'll try to get that one later. Get to our next game here.
Can I pronounce its name? After the trailer. Okay, just pause it because no one understands what's happening. I'm sorry. Pause for 1 second. I have.
Go ahead. I think we have the developer here who wants to talk a little bit about what's going on.
Yeah, for 1 second. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
The game is named Tahtib. Tahtib is a sport that we heard it from our grandfathers, the pharaohs. Okay, so Tahtib is a 7,000 years old sport, and it's all about stick fighting. Okay, the hero of the game is called Sab' al-Layl. Okay, the problem that all the game is written in Arabic, so that's why pronouncing may be a little bit hard.
Yeah.
Name of the game is Sab' al-Layl Tahtib. Okay, Tahtib is the name of the sport. It's all about that people carry sticks, and it's a martial art. It was used by the pharaoh's soldiers, not soldiers literally. It was used by police. Okay, but now it's just an art, and the game is a hyper casual game about teaching Egyptians about Egypt or anyone about Egypt, and and practice tahtib, for example.
Excellent. Thanks for that. Alright. I take it you are from Egypt as well.
Yeah, I'm from Egypt.
Awesome. How many people were on your team?
Me.
Just you?
Yeah.
Very nice.
My brother, he made that. My brother made the character. Yeah. And the
Cool.
mug. The other are pre-made assets.
Nice.
Okay. I'm sorry about the loud music. You just muted it.
No worries.
Okay. Okay. I should care more about localizations. It really didn't go well for me. It's gonna happen soon.
It's alright. Looks like you did a pretty good amount in the 3 weeks.
I didn't even start in them. It just took about 4 days.
Oh wow. That looks good.
Yeah,
Is
thank
this
you.
a mobile game?
Yeah, it's a mobile game.
Cool.
You should just hit the stick at the red spot so you can break it or you get broke.
I see.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, then next up we have Space Time. Very cool looking game, lots of atmosphere, and I remember seeing that in the show and tell we did earlier in the week, and it was looking great, and I know that's an Algerian team that made that as well. Next we have Ink Brawlers. like a fun deck building fighting game. Some information about cultural tattoos. Up next we have Valorium.
Hello. Do we have time? We made a little presentation about our game.
Is this your game, Valorium?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. What do you have to do? Feel free to chat about that.
Can you see my screen?
I can, yeah.
Okay, it's cool. So I will talk about progress of our game. So after the idea of the theme of the project has published, we just sit and think about it, what we can do. And we planned some game like this on paper on 2D. So the main idea is you are an art historian, which is who is working in a private museum, and you're just taking some cultural artifacts from every place from the world, and you are just looking at them, and you have some filters with it. So the progress of the game is, as you can see, there's some pipes. We changed them. You are taking some boxes which you have culture artifacts in it. You're opening them, and you have some papers, and like the papers have some information about that artifacts, and some information about their height, weight, and some other things like materials or etc. We all, I'm sorry, all the assets and the things in the game, we made it by ourselves. Our team is from university, and we all friends. This is our 2D concept arts for the room. This is for the museum. This is for the room. This is for the background of the story of the game. We don't want to make like just give them this story. We just want to hide in the game. This I'm talking about the story, like personal goods, things, the photos. So I will talk about the mechanics. So like I said, we are starting with the taking objects, and it's coming with some papers. In the paper, you can see the weight of the work, the object. We have some scales in the game, and you're just have to scale the object according to info paper. I will show you some gameplay after it. And we have some measurement table, and same thing goes here. And we have a scanner that after you scale it, measure it, and after that you have to scan it for the material and the time when it's made. It displays that. This is our 3D works. Like I said, we just take the everything from the world, every cultural artifacts from the world. Okay, I will show you some gameplay with you. There's some music. I can change the let me change the screen. Can you see it right now? Right. Can you hear it? Ah, it's cool. This is our working area. As you can see the stations. This is our manual for the gameplay. Like it's something like tutorial book. This is our controls. You can move, you can rotate, look around, interact with objects. There is a mechanic like setting the distance between player and object, and you can reset all tools because we still have some bugs. Okay. Okay. So there's some tricks like this object is sensitive to the light, so you have to close the lights. This is the info paper. There's a time limit to make them all. So the player gets its fake object, and he will throw the garbage to the trash. If it's original, he will deliver it to the museum back. And our vision is like we want to add so many things like observation table, some bosses like temperature, repairing station for our game, and upgrade systems, collectibles, and bigger puzzles to little things to collect, but for bigger things, and some more Easter eggs and changing the area of our game.
Very cool.
And our team is something like this. Can I thank them? Like, do we have time?
Sure. Just let us know where you're from.
It's we are from Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
And Alperen Erol is our 3D from our 3Ds. Muhammed Kayacan is me from 2D and game mechanics. Özan Acar is from our programming. İzzet Salcı is our art director. Burak Şimşek is 3D. Sudenaz Fakir is from our 2D. Berkay is from our 2D. Sudenaz Türkmen is also our 2D. İbrahim Turret is from 3D, Can Technical is from 3D, Furkan Tatarlı is from 3D, and Oğuz Mazak from is sound. And I want to thank them all. And I want to special thank for our teacher, Kadir Berat Akdemir.
Cool. Yeah, thanks for joining us. That was really nice. So move on to our next game,
Thank
which
you.
is you're welcome. Our museum is up next. Next we have Road Not Taken.
Hello. Oh, hello. How are you? I just wanted to make sure that the sound is on. Hi, my name is Les, and I'm representing our team, the Time Travelers, and our game is about reinforcing the protection of making woodwork crafts through various regions. Think of it as like a crossover between cultural studies and an Ace Attorney flair. And we hope that you get a chance to play it and enjoy it just as much as we enjoyed making it.
Thank you.
Thank
That
you.
sounds like fun.
Thank you.
Where are you all from?
I'm from the United States, and I'm totally blanking out where all my awesome teammates from right now.
It's okay.
But yeah. Yeah, my bad.
No worries.
But yes, thank you for the Germany, France, and the Netherlands.
Nice.
There you go.
Wow, multinational. Love that.
Yes, doing the time management was something, but we ended up working together and it was super fun, and we're very glad about having this opportunity to make a game together and presenting it.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for jamming with us. Looks like fun.
All right, thank you. Have a good day, guys.
Next we have Identity. Looks very cool. Dramatic music. Game involved, I guess, is what we have next. Oh, that's a pretty interesting looking and involved game for sure. A lot of work went into that one. Next up we have, not sure I can pronounce that, but give it a look here. Let's see. Next we have SIG. Very cool. Next time we have cultural history. Very cool game. Stealth detective, stealth mechanics I like to see. That, the team who made Smart Detective sent us an updated video, so we're going to go ahead and show that one here. Smart Detective. Get back to the presentation here. Not gonna attempt to pronounce that, so we'll just get to the trailer.
Its name is Pasumecha Marimar.
Thank you. Very cute. Anything you want to say about the game? Or?
Can we share our presentation?
Sure, yeah.
Wilfred will share our presentation now.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Well, we are her chefs, and well,
we're going to tell you about our game, Pasumecha Marimar. We'll talk about 3 things: why we choose Veracruz, our game mechanics, and the Veracruz gastronomy in a video game, in our video game.
Sounds good.
Go, Wilfred.
Well, first, why we choose Veracruz? Well, Pasumecha Marimar is based in the gastronomy of the state of Veracruz, Mexico, and occurs during the annual Carnival of Veracruz, which is the most important Mexico's carnival. We choose Veracruz gastronomy for those reasons. The first, Mexican gastronomy is considered an intangible cultural heritage of humanity by UNESCO since 2010. Also, Veracruz gastronomy was considered a cultural heritage of the state of Veracruz. Second point, Veracruz was the place of great indigenous civilizations as Huastecs, Otomís, Totonacs, and the mother culture Olmecs. During the colonial era, Veracruz was an important point of commerce, in addition to being the first point of contact with Spanish that derived a cultural mix impact in part of Mexican identity.
About our game mechanics, Pasumecha Marimar is a 2D video game with a top-down view and has 3 levels. On this game, you help the waitress Marimar to attend all the customers. However, it's not easy, because if you don't do a good job, you'll have bad reviews and Marimar won't be able to finish her work. By leveling up, you'll unlock different recipes and you'll see them in a recipe book about Veracruz gastronomy on our game. On the game, we have three kinds of recipes: Mesoamerican recipes, the colonial, and the contemporary. Each of them has the preparation steps and the ingredients on a recipe book that we have on our game, so you can try them, cook it at home if you wish. As a conclusion, we told you about why we choose Veracruz, the game mechanics, and our gastronomy. So we hope you enjoy our game and fun.
And know more about the cultural heritage of Mexico. Thanks for
Yay!
your attention.
Thank you. Thanks for your presentation. Okay, on with the... Next we have Antiquities Detectives.
Theft and looting of cultural antiquities are serious crimes which endanger cultural heritage. The detectives that investigate these cases are members of an elite squad known as the Antiquities Detectives. Now, you're part of their story.
Welcome to my game jam entry, Antiquities Detectives. My game was inspired by Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, a classic exploration game. In Antiquities Detectives, you travel the world exploring new cultures while interviewing witnesses to give you clues about artifacts that were stolen or looted. By following the leads, you recover the missing artifacts, return them to their rightful owners, and help save and preserve critical cultural heritage. I designed Antiquities Detectives to be a simple to play, yet fun game, which I hope will inspire players of all ages and all cultures from around the world to learn more about the critical issue of theft and looting of culturally significant artifacts that go missing and are sometimes lost forever. Antiquities Detectives also highlights important cultural sites which are endangered due to war, climate change, and other factors. While Antiquities Detectives currently has only one case that focuses on the recently recovered and repatriated Gilgamesh Dream Tablet, I completed research regarding several other war-torn countries that have suffered significant loss of important cultural heritage artifacts. I eventually want to add in Antiquities Detective cases about missing artifacts from Afghanistan, Syria, Libya, and other countries. Given more time, I would also like to convert Antiquities Detectives into a point-and-click style adventure game, similar in style to Monkey Island, but keeping some of the Carmen Sandiego type elements of gameplay. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy playing Antiquities Detectives.
Very cool. Definitely have to check that one out. Next we have Perun Machu.
Can I share a small presentation, please? Okay, thank you. Tell me if you can see it, please. Okay, so we are a team of Peruvian, Sweden, and Iran people that developed this game. Purunmachu, the game of the name of the game is Purunmachu Whispers of the Chachapoyas. Purunmachu is an explorer type game in which you will be able to transport yourself to the Peruvian rainforest at the edge of El Tigre sarcophagi, one important funerary site of the Chachapoyas. There you'll face your desire. Are you saving a culture or helping with the destruction of your own heritage? So, a little bit of history. The Chachapoyas were a pre-Hispanic culture that developed in the Amazonian Andes of Peru. Historians call them tree people, others warriors of the clouds, because they were furious warriors that fought and flourished at great heights at the edge of the Amazon rainforest. The Chachapoyas cultivated a special relationship with their dead, using mortuary rituals and sarcophagi called Purunmachu, crafted at the face of the Andes mountain. Now, about the game, we wanted to make a game about the dangers of cultural theft. The experience could be divided into two halves. First, our protagonist does not realize that she is damaging her own heritage by taking pieces that she found on the jungle. But when she is confronted with it, she seeks a way of redemption. And she steals the pieces. The pieces that she steals are not only pieces seen as objects in our game, but the vestige of her ancestral identity. For us, this is really important because we aimed to make an exploration game. So our main focus wasn't only like the stealing, but the acknowledge of that identity. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you. Very well done. Looking forward to checking that one out. Up next we have Cliffside. Next up, the Lost Library of Alexandria. Next, we have Jenny in the Museum Rescue Division.
Hi, my name is Santiago. I'm from Peru. I am part of the team that developed this game. May I show my screen?
Yeah, we can show your screen once we're...
May I share my...
Sure.
So we only have the game, but well, we wanted to what we wanted to represent here is the chaotic environment of archaeological sites. So in few words, our child is an archaeologist that has to discover different sites, but it's very close to a city. So when the game progresses, there are few like thieves that want to harass the cultural sites or cultural archaeological places. So you have to be very cautious about the decisions you make because you have limited resources, and that's basically it. It's like resource management game that wants to make people conscious about the danger that is constantly harassing the cultural heritage.
Nice. Where is your team from?
We are all from Peru, from Lima. It's a very chaotic place, so we wanted to get something of that atmosphere to the game. And in the soundtrack of the game, I put a little noise, city noises, so it gets in the atmosphere of the city. The genre of the song is chicha cumbia, well, one of the two, but there are city noises like dogs, cars, and police sound, like police sirens. You can hear that there. So well, that's it. I think I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
With my English.
You're doing great. Appreciate it. Thanks for the game, and we'll look forward to trying it out.
Thank you. A pleasure.
Yeah. Next we have Muskamwe. Very cool. We're seeing like so many different styles of games and cultures represented. That's what this jam is really all about. Excited to see, just so many different styles and types, and all the different work that you have done is just amazing to see so far. Still have a bunch to
I'm
go
a
through.
member of the team that made Muiskamui. I'd like to say a couple of words, if that's
Sure.
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we made this game because the Muisca culture in Colombia is extremely important for actual present heritage. We have a whole region, is Cundinamarca, where our capital is located, Bogota, where almost everything is named in the Chibcha language. However, this culture, the Muiscas, have been very repressed and very minimized, even since the time of the Spanish people. When they came here to colonize, they started to persecute the Muisca culture because of the religion. They didn't understand. Mateo, estás. Nunca muteaste.
Perdón.
So, as I was saying, they didn't understand their culture and they persecuted because they saw demonic images on their animal masks, and we lost a lot of information. We luckily had with us a linguist, a Muisca descendant, helping us. We wanted to highlight how that this culture is not only part of our past. This culture impacts every single aspect of Colombian culture, from our gastronomy, which is based a lot around corn and maize, to just the general language. We inherited so many words from them. So this game is centered around survival, not just management, which may be like the first impression of the game, but how these people used to live, and how they are trying to live again, because we in Colombia are trying to revitalize their old customs. That's it.
Very cool, very interesting. Thanks for joining and talking about the game and informing us about the culture there. It's really interesting, and hopefully everybody will go check it out on our itch page. And we'll get on to our next entry here, which is Tassili's Remnants. Very nice, like action platformer type game. Who doesn't like one of those? Next we have Apart. Like all these art puns, these are good.
Amazing. Incredible. Excellent. Superb. Success. Failure. Masterful.
we have Tourist Trap.
So this is a demonstration of our game RGB. It's a very simple demonstration of concept. So you can see here that the way the game is played is that it's a platformer, and you're going to be cycling through different types of colors that will change the environment around you and reveal things that you can interact with on those different layers. So for example, there's going to be dangerous icicles in blue setting. There will be rubies that act as check markers in the red, and the green has vines that you're able to climb up. So you can see here that there is icicles that will fall, and we can actually jump onto the platform even though we can't actually see it. Oops. Our character has died. We start over again. And now you can see there's a vine that we can climb up here. And there's some fire that's blocking our way. We've now made it to the new checkpoint. We can run to the end. And that's it.
So we have the museum. Was the museum. Looks like a fun little exploration type game. Investigation and exploration. Musical Cure did not have a video. So we have Wait For Me. Yeah, we'll move on to our next game. Next we have Sprout. That was Sprout. We already saw cultural history. Yeah. So we'll go to the next one. Love in the Time of Corona. That looks very interesting. I don't really know what to make of that, but I definitely have to go check it out. Next up we have The Last Fern.
Найколоритніше та найцікавіше свято, яким закінчується літній сонячний цикл календарних дохристиянських свят, це свято молоді – Купал або Купай. Відзначають Івана Купала в ніч з 6 на 7 липня. Головним у цьому дійстві є купальський вогонь. Він символізує сонце. Має горіти він цілу ніч. Перед запаленням вогнища 4 чоловіки зі смолоскипами стають квадратом навколо хмизу, що позначає 4 пори року. Потім всі сходяться до хмизу і запалюють вогнище, що символізує сонячне сплетіння. Коли сонце зайде, хлопці перестрибують через вогонь, спочатку самі, показуючи свою спритність, а потім, як стихне полум'я, у парі з тими дівчатами, вінки яких дістали. Кожен вважає за честь очиститися вогнем, тричі перестрибнувши через багаття. Існують прикмети, пов'язані з цим. Якщо парубок найвище стрибнув, буде гарний урожай у його родини. Вскочить у полум'я – чекай біди. Коли перестрибнуть багаття юнак з дівчиною, вони неодмінно одружаться і проживуть у злагоді все життя. Бажаючі йдуть у ліс шукати цвіт папороті, як правило, парами. Хтось намагається знайти за її допомогою скарб, а хтось знаходить своє.
Just seeing some really amazing artwork and music and gameplay ideas, and it's just such a great celebration of world heritage and all the game developers we have just all over the world these days. So let's check out Icarus.
I can add a couple of words about this Lost Fern.
Oh, sure. Yeah, go ahead.
If you, yeah. So my team and I are from Ukraine. We actually collected quite a few people. It's a total of like 12 people who worked on this game, and
Nice.
it's just dedicated to like the cultural holiday we have in Ukraine. I think it's still celebrated in the like rural parts of the country. So it's a summer solstice holiday, when the night is the shortest night and the longest day. And essentially, the tradition was that young guys and girls from like the village come to celebrate by the fire, by the forest, and they play some games, jump over the fireplace, and I guess the most intriguing part is that there's like the mythical part of the story is that on that night, exactly at midnight, somewhere in the forest blooms a magical flower, the fern flower. If you find that flower, you can it's a wish fulfilling flower, so you can wish for like endless treasure, or like the bells, or you can wish for like happiness through love, like find your true love to the end of days. And so it's a visual novel game we created that is I guess primarily narrative driven, and through the visual art our artists did a great job. Shout out to them. So
yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, so it's just a piece of like a cultural tradition and the holiday we have in Ukraine that we love to share with the rest of you. And thank you for giving us this opportunity. I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, thanks for joining us and jamming with us, and hope you had a great time, and looking forward to checking that out. Yeah, so up next we have Icarus. So I'm surprised it took us that long to get to a Greek mythology game, but it's just a testament to how many different heritages and cultures we have represented here today. Looked pretty cool. Next we have the Stolen Daughter. Our next game is Culture Jump Monkey. Or maybe there's not a video for it. So we'll do VR polyhistory. We need our first VR entry. We're gonna found the video for Culture Jump Monkey, so we're gonna jump over to that one. And that was it. Up next we have IMU. Nice little nod to Baba Is You for that one. We have The Lost Seafar. Next we have Pedro do Sal, A Game of Memories.
O meu nome já caiu no esquecimento. O meu nome não interessa a mais ninguém. O meu nome já caiu no esquecimento. O meu nome. E o tempo foi passando, a velhice vem chegando, já me olham com desdém. Ai, quanta saudade de um passado que se vai lá no além. Este mundo é uma roleta. Ai, quanta saudade.
So we have Lost Heritage. We have Abuela's Visit next. retro pixel art. I like that. Next we have Cultural Heritage Day.
We don't have a video for this one.
Okay.
But second visual novel I've done in Renpai.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, I had 3 great artists to work with. Linda in Germany, Ishel in California, and Teresa in Tennessee.
Cool. Can you tell us a little bit what the game's about?
It's 4 kids in a classroom. They have to give a report on their family cultural heritage, and so they each get a different object. One has a jeepney because her family is from the Philippines. Another one is a water jug from Mexico that was passed down from her grandmother or great grandmother down to her mom. And she fights with her sister as to who gets the next jug. And there are little mini games within each of the stories. So it was fun to make, and thank you for the jam.
Yeah, thanks for jamming with us, and thanks for telling us about your game.
Sure.
Next up we have Ruins of Patasi. Next we have Noesis. Next we have Memories of a Spirit. Next we have Safar.
Deep in the Algerian desert, behind the sand dunes, lies the greatest lost city of Sifar, a city that has been built upon the stories that are told through the years that passed. It's been lost from our memories. These stories in Sifar are fascinating. A civilization built before the written word, and gone long before records could be established. It's a surviving piece of art from those who once lived in such a city full of mysteries. Endless stories to be told through the journey of an adventure and discovery, and that's where it all started.
Very cool, that was Sifar. Next we have Legatum. Next game is Relic Hunter. Or not. Next we have Rebuild. It's a retro platformer. I think I already saw this one. I don't know, it's a new one. Next we have Fantastic Culture. Might be our first tower defense style game where we're seeing every genre here, and genres that I didn't even know existed before, apparently. They saw this one already? Yeah, we'll go to the next one. Norte de Aventuras. Very cool. I would watch that movie for sure, but it looks like a fun game as well. Up next we have Ecuadorian Cultural Heritage. So little stealth game mechanics there. Next we have Calaverita's Great Adventure. Puzzle Lost Art from Nepal is our next game. Looks like there's no video with that one. Conservation. Very nice, looks a little like Terraria, 2D Minecraft or something like that. Next we have Museum of the Present. Next up we have Burn the Witch. was Burn the Witch. Very neat way of like integrating maps of a current city and showing historical facts about it that people might not know. Next up, we have another Sifar, the Mystery of Tassili and Ajar.
Hello?
Hello, Agent 7. I'm sorry for disturbing you, but I need something from you.
No. Please check someone else.
Someone else? Well, they already did. And I don't think you're going to refuse joining. Don't be late. Agent 3 is waiting for you.
What? Adam? It may be a bad idea leaving my vacation for the organization, but with Adam, it deserves the sanctification.
Agents, it's nice to see you together again. Well, let's dive right into the subject. Last night we've lost connection with one of our secret agents. He was in a mission to Sfar, which is located on the deep deserts of Algeria. I want both of you to go there and discover what happened as visitors to the country, because it's hard to ask the Algerian government in their investigations. Don't let anyone discover what you're up to. Keep it secret. And make sure to bring anything related to the old land of
Cool. Next up, we have Swaniga, the board game. Oh, if there's a video here. No video. So we'll go Spirits of Sifar. Do we have a PU game or a PU game?
Going to share, I can explain something about the game. It's a really good, quick game. It was built in WebVR and it's inspired on temples on Peru that are called huacas. So those temples are usually destroyed, or part of them are destroyed because thieves that are called huaqueros that are usually stole some treasures, and while they are stealing them, they are breaking some things inside the temples. The message that we want to share to the people is to preserve the cultural content of the country. We are from Peru, and this is a situation that happens a lot in these last years. And the mechanic of the game is being a kind of god of the pre-Hispanic culture of Inca that is called Apu. The Apu can spawn some kind of creatures called Muki that are the defender of the temple. And they can you can invoke some stones that can block the thieves to prevent to store the treasures.
Yeah, maybe we can exemplify this better by actually playing the game. So here
Mhm.
is, this is the, excuse me for a second. Oh, this is the submission page. So once I click on this viewport, the game is going to start. And also we wanted to share the game itself with you, because in the trailer we weren't able to capture a crucial element of it. There is the narration and voice acting. So now you will be able to hear it.
The Apu is the spirit of the mountain. It watches over the region and protects the treasures from looters. Now,
Yeah, I can
your
hear.
mind and the Apes are connected. Let's hope you will be able to protect this land. The Muki is one of the inhabitants of the mountain. It has the ability to distract looters by tempting them with the precious metals of these lands. Hazards are a normal occurrence around these lands. This time, nature assists us by allowing us to create them at will. Use this power wisely, since it consumes a lot of resources from the mountain.
So basically I have to keep the looters from entering this treasure site for about a minute. It's going to run out soon. And after that, either if I win or lose, there is a dialogue that is going to be played. Obviously, when I win, it's a more positive dialogue. And when I lose, hopefully, I'm going to last.
You and the Apu successfully protected this land. Thank you.
Oh, okay, so Yeah, that's basically it.
Some looters have entered the treasure room.
We hope
Don't allow
that
more to enter, or they will steal all the.
we hope that you had fun. Not only watching our trailer, we obviously took a page from Crab Game. It's a game that we love to play, but what we also love is developing these kind of cultural games. It's actually our first game jam as new studio, but we have also participated in cultural hackathons developing in VR. So yeah, we're really glad that we were able to display this game. Well, thank you. Have fun.
Yeah, thanks for joining
Thank
the jam.
you.
Where are you both from? I missed that part.
Oh
We
yeah,
are
sure.
from
We are
Peru.
both from Peru.
Oh, nice. Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Yep. Up next, we have Tuna Grave. Next, we have Expedition Artifact. Next, we have Aura, the Zipa's Quest. Very cool hand-drawn art there. Next up we have Mission Anatolia. And our next game is the Cultural Protector. Some epic music at least. Up next we have Spot the Difference. It's a neat idea of, different, spot the difference in two different pictures from this different eras, but they're the same place. It's a cool concept. Next we have Dago the Defender. Very nice, cute art style, fun gameplay. Looks like a good one to sit and play for a while. So the next one up is Atlantean. So Atlantean looks like a little picture puzzle game. Next we have Rocktail. Very cool. Somebody in the chat said it looks like Limbo, and I agree. And that's one of my favorite games, so definitely check that one out. That was Rocktail. Next we have Karmza Run. Sorry, I'm mispronouncing a lot of this stuff, but you know we're here to learn today, so enjoy.
Belongs to all of us. How you choose to use your power depends on what you want to change in the world. Whenever Kamsa fights, our world becomes better. She is a conqueror, and so are you.
Cool runner style game, Endless Runner. Don't forget to go check out and play all these games on the itch page that is posted in chat, and you can download and play over 110 games based on cultural heritage and cultural heritage preservation from people from all over the world, over 800 people, 70 plus countries. Go check them out. I definitely recommend it. Up next we have Boyka Treats. Nice, lots of cooking and eating games in this jam. So much of our heritage and history is based on food, so it's cool to see, and I definitely want to look at some more of those. Saw that one already. Next up we have Not a Virus. Alright, next we have Battle of Salamis. Next game is Goodbye Cometa. Next we have Daily Herb. Alright, next we have Kinu, The Lost Song Chronicles. Very cool, old school Castlevania looking action. Up next, we have 2 camels. Or not.
So China has this long history of having these immense stone statues of animals and people that are used to line the roads into royal and imperial tombs. And I was fascinated when I walked into the Seattle Art Museum one day and I saw that they actually had a pair of camel statues from one of these tombs. And it kind of shocked me, honestly. I was just really stunned to see them there and to think about, what must have happened for them to arrive there in Seattle. And so I've tried to make this game about that feeling, to try to capture something of what I was feeling in that moment and try to share it with other people. So that even if you walked in and you weren't shocked that it didn't have any significance for you, that you might, I guess, think about it and think about what it means. Thank you for checking out my game.
If Nazca wins. Next game is Medina. Yeah. one there. Next we have Forgotten Depths. Cool underwater exploration. Next we have Escape. Escape video. No, it's not. No video. Or go to a Fairy Tale Swipe. Next we have Uncovered. Reminds me of like old Sierra Online adventure game graphics, like King's Quest or something. Next up we have Facing Space.
Hi, I'd like to I like to talk about Fantasy in Space, and we are Team Tonic Moon. We have made a visual novel based on multiple number of cultures, and we just want to show how important it is that culture, how important culture is to us, because we come from a multitude of cultures. We span across four different places. And thank you for the game jam.
Yeah, you're welcome. Where are you all from?
One of us is Mauritius, right now in Mauritius, and another one is in USA and Taiwan and Hong Kong.
Excellent. Well, thanks for joining us. We hope you had a fun time at the jam.
Thank you very much.
Look forward to checking out your game. Up next we have Involved. We already looked at this one earlier, so we'll move ahead to Tata Shanti.
Oh.
Hello? Nice music in that one. Next one up is For Mona Lisa. Maybe not. So we can't watch that one yet, so we'll go to Siamese Puzzle Heritage Game.
What ช้างล้อม situated outside the city. What ระฆังเงิน located 300 meters.
Next we have Alula Heritage. Alula Heritage. Up next we have Hoya and Heritage. Our next game is Antiques Rescue.
Antiques Rescue is an augmented reality card game for the whole family. To play, print out the card sheets, cut out the cards along the dotted line, fold in half and glue. Download the game on a mobile device or tablet. Shuffle the cards and place the deck upside down on the table. In their turn, players draw a card from the deck, flip it and place it on the table. Then, they scan the card with the application and play a minigame to save cultural objects and sites from different threats, like looting and flooding. If the player wins the minigame, she gets to keep the card. If she loses, then she must return the card to the end of the deck. The player with the most cards wins. Each card has an instruction to play the minigame and an info box with real facts concerning cultural heritage preservation. Everyone can learn something and have fun. In one game, players must hit the thieves before they steal an ancient vase, tapping with their fingers over the thieves. In another, players must dig up an ancient relic from an archaeological site before it is flooded. For this game jam, only a couple of cards were designed and programmed, but the game is intended to have an initial deck of 20 cards, with possible expansions in the future. We hope you enjoy the game.
Very cool use of AR. Next we have Dig and Draw. Next up we have Once Upon Algeria. That was a clever one, I like that. Next up, we have Metrindanath Roth game. Next up, we have Guatica. Our next game is fun. Viking archaeology. Next, we have Gummy Code, Protect Ivory Coast Heritage.
Bonjour et bienvenue sur le projet de Go My Code, les étudiants de Go My Code pour la Côte d'Ivoire, de Côte d'Ivoire. Donc voici notre participation au jeu de culture avec un jeu ivoirien qui essaye de se rapprocher de la culture ivoirienne. Donc c'est dit, le jeu il a été fait à Abidjan avec plusieurs partenaires aussi. On a aussi fait avec le musée de civilisation ivoirien. On allait aussi dans un lieu culturel, gros lieu qui s'appelle le Bushman Café. On a emmené les étudiants là-bas pour qu'ils puissent un petit peu s'imprégner de la culture et pouvoir transcrire cette culture à travers le jeu. Voilà, donc c'est un jeu où les étudiants essaient de modéliser les musées et les lieux culturels avec les pièces, les œuvres d'art pour ensuite devoir défendre ces œuvres d'art contre les voleurs. Voilà, donc des gens qui apparaissent et tout. Donc là, voilà, on a un exemple de niveau ici comme ça. Hop, et il y a des voleurs qui apparaissent, hop, qu'on doit défendre. Voilà, c'est tout pour la présentation du jeu de Go My Code. Merci à vous.
Next, we have Abya Yala. Next we have Mummy Mansion. Cute little game playing as a mummy. Looks like fun. Next, around the world in a few seconds. That looked like the guy was jumping in real life and making his character jump, which was really cool. I like to see that. Next we have An Ancient Tale of Power. Next we have Looters. Up next we have Hajichi. So we have time-lapse takeout. Up next we have Ancient Mayan Civilization. Mine CATF is the next one. Pretty trippy visuals. Next up, Space Time we saw already. Next time we have Past Lives. We saw Fairy Tale Swipe already. A couple more here that we missed. This one's called Talk to Him.
Get the Peloton app by November 21st, and it's free for the rest of the year.
And that's all, folks. We did it. You did it. 120 games. We got through them all. We saw some unreal, amazing games from the community here. Over 800 people from 70 plus countries over the last couple of weeks made some great games about cultural heritage, awareness, protection, preservation. And you can go ahead and play all those on the itch link that will be in chat. Have some fun, play some games, learn about cultures from all over the world, and we'll have judging results by December 9th. So people, if you won, you'll hear by then. And good luck to everybody, and thanks again, and enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are. Thanks.